Happy to help. Now, are you okay on your own?
Yeah. Take this!
Being afraid of a storm is a natural thing to feel growing up, and when you do, you might live someplace where bad weather doesn't matter that much. A risk of rain could just mean a nice change of scenery. Or you live in a typhoon or hurricane fun zone. Maybe a fault line, or an area where the forest burns down every year. I wasn't in the Midwest, but mine was tornadoes. A tornado in the area stopped me from seeing Alien vs. Predator in the theaters, and I rented AVP Extinction instead, so in that case the tornado had my back for a better weekend. But usually, storms in the area didn't go that well. Still, depending on where you are in the States especially, you have an extremely wide variety of natural disasters to be absolutely obliterated by. Which makes it ironic that Disaster Day of Crisis has so many of them, but the game never came out in America. It already didn't sell well in Japan, but when a new version was made for Europe, it also sold like shit. A month after launch, Nintendo president Reggie Fils-Aimé said he thought it was overpriced and not a $50 game. And this was in context of him being asked if he thought the game would come to America. He did seem to be right as sales stayed low and the game never crossed the Atlantic. As you might have guessed, this was a Wii exclusive, and not the kind you could easily port onto another console or PC, because this went all in on Wii motion controls. It's not like it had one system or mechanic to convert over either. No, Disaster can feel like an EMT WarioWare. I mean, the sheer amount of mechanics this game has is really something. I would say this marks the end of a Halloween rail shooter trilogy, but I wouldn't really call this a rail shooter or an adventure game. I don't know. This kind of thing goes beyond genre for me. Whatever it is, let's look at the ultimate American disaster movie homage that never actually made it to America. Okay, this could be weird to point out immediately, but that location typing computer text crawl is so Roland Emmerich it fucking hurts. Really, it's hard to find a movie of his that doesn't have that. And that man made Moonfall, among others. Matthew Broderick driving is pretty scary. Oh, him driving there is terrifying.
Scared? You got nothing to worry about, friend. Don't worry, we're professionals. We're gonna take good care of you.
Right.
Hey, Ray, I'm all done over here.
Just finish things up on my end, too. Listen, I'm not gonna let you fall, okay? And even if you did fall, I'd jump out there and catch you, no sweat. Okay, we're moving out!
Do you hear that man's uncertain, terrified grunts? Keep that in mind.
Jump out there and catch you? Oh, that is so sweet. You're gonna be that guy's Valentine, Ray.
Yeah. Lucky me, huh? This is really turning out to be a hell of a day.
Also keep an eye out for that. They try to push it as a catchphrase. Anyways, these are our heroes. Raymond, Ray, Bryce, and Steve. Steve is a fine dude.
Roger that. Heroes, roll out. It's time for dinner.
I'm with you. Let's go.
As part of the International Rescue Team, they handle situations like this all the time. So maybe it isn't one hell of a day after all. You could argue that maybe...
What? No! Go! Get out of here! They're gone, Ray! Nothing we can do about it! Now run! Oh shit!
We're left alone with Ray, at the bottom of an erupting volcano, utterly Steveless. The real tragedy is they weren't being reckless either, like I want to save one more. They were already on the way out, and it was pure bad luck.
Just great. Steve! Steve, you hear me? Damn it. Where are you?
And this is where Hunt Down the Steveman properly begins. Camera zoom in, basic controls, ray diagrams. Huh. And you're off on the adventure. I admit, when it comes to boring tutorials, learning how to use a camera by looking at an erupting volcano, not a bad choice. But they do make you demonstrate everything, and sometimes with slideshow diagrams. Just in case you're possessed by an Egyptian god who forgot what jumping is or something. But really, this is nitpicking because it's this or Ray's commentary.
What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Ray is a simple, good-hearted man, but he does get tired. You not only have a stamina meter, but a heart rate gauge. So unlike many modern games, running doesn't deplete your stamina meter, it increases your heart rate. Running can deplete stamina, but not in a way you would expect, because your stamina is always going down. Ray could stand there motionless, and it's going down. You can run around in circles and jump around, it's still going down at the same rate. Even sprinting is the exact same rate, until your heart rate gets too high, then you trip and lose a ton of stamina. Okay, so control your heart rate, but if that's the case, how do you get stamina back? Great question, but I'm on fire.
Shit!
Touching flames will set you on fire. Being on fire causes you to lose life. It does look that way. Oh, you have to shake the Wii remote and the nunchuck to beat down the flames. The Wii has always been such a weird paradox to me because it seems like the more you use the controls and gimmicks of it, the more annoying the game tends to be. Usually because they would interrupt a fun, solid core of the game you're playing, but Disaster Day of Crisis has no core. This shit is the game. In fact, once the fire is over, it's time to get through helicopter fuselage. Apparently he goes to Chris Redfield's Taekwondo class. Oh, there were burgers in the wreckage, but they can't be carried, only crackers can be carried. But food refills stamina or gives... yeah, that's fine. The other crates have items like first aid kits, stamina boosters, and the fabled crackers. And the running represents survival points, or SP, which you can use to level up Ray. He does have an entire other upgrade tree, but I don't want to get into that just yet. From the opening, it seems like the game is going to be a kind of survival platformer, which actually would be pretty unique. This was before those Bear Grylls games, which... games is a strong word. But really, it wasn't too far away from cartoon mascot platformers. If anything, it shows companies like Rare had a lack of innovation. Imagine if Banjo-Tooie had this kind of thinking. Glitter Gulch Mine could have been way more interesting if you had to stop Banjo from getting black lung disease. Some reviews called this game uncreative. I would not say that for the gameplay. Hold Z to empty lungs of burning metal and plastic. Tap Z to call for Steve.
Steve! 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 Ray!
Hey, it worked!
You alright? You decided to live a little longer?
Yeah, you too, huh? You hurt?
Nope, check it out, tip-top. Well, the helicopter's totaled, so we're gonna have to hoof it.
I like Steve's optimism.
Couldn't save him. All those people on the helicopter.
You gotta let it go, partner. You aren't a superhero. You can't save everyone. But listen, for now just concentrate on getting off this mountain. We don't have much time before it erupts again.
I do like that they haven't talked much, but you do feel a real friendship between Ray and Steve. There have been games that spent tens of millions more that couldn't do this. Even when Ray is annoyed at Steve for using a compass that won't help during an eruption, it's delivered well.
So put it away, man.
It's like the compass has been a long-running bit, but they're in deep shit now, so it's not as funny. And that is all carried by the delivery, and there's more about that I'll get into soon.
Hey, don't badmouth the compass. This is our good luck charm.
Yeah, that's great, Steve, but...
Hey, I'm serious. It's protected me till now.
Wait, what? But... oh, there's a second kind of sprinting. Oh god, look, I know in theory it's supposed to be like your arms moving when you're sprinting, but it's never that way in reality. It always looks like the E3 Wii Music demo.
What are you doing? Come on! It's not safe here! This way!
Well, it looks like we have to put down Steve. It's a dark way to teach the rail shooting, but pretty brave for the Wii.
We're out of time, partner. If there's a bigger eruption, the pyroclastic flow is gonna roll right over us. If that happens, we're goners.
Look, we can't get out of here until I put a splint on your leg.
Okay, I lied and there's no tutorial here, but what is weird is you do put splints on people in the game. They're not always the most effective ones, like the 2x4 here, but this would have been a perfect opportunity to do that. Except this time the splint doesn't show up in the cutscene, so that would have made that more noticeable.
This definitely has turned out to be one hell of a day. Hey, Ray. I want you to do something for me. If I don't make it, give this to my little sister. It's something for her to remember me by.
Hey, quit talking like that.
Just in case, Ray. Please.
Ah, the lucky compass. I'll make sure the curse befalls your sister, Steve. You're like my brother.
If anything happens, I want you to look after her, okay? Even if it's just to tell her our stupid high school football stories.
All the more reason for you to survive. Besides, does she really want to hear about the time we...
The time you what?
I didn't think so.
Is this why Reggie really hated the game?
Your sister gave you this, huh?
Yeah. It's been my good luck charm since forever. She was so little when she gave it to me. Little and perfect. She got all the good genes from our parents. Smart, good looking.
Athletic, sexy, but you keep your hands off her, Ray.
Don't get any ideas, pal. I said look after her, and that's it. You hear me?
But really, I think we can all see where this is going. It's more how long it goes on that's a surprise.
Be cool, Ray. I'm okay. Hang on. I'm coming down to get you.
Steve's down there and Ray's up there and he's the sheriff. He's clearly out of reach and doomed to die on the side of his... Man, just how lucky is this compass?
Ray, you can't save me. You gotta let me go.
What?
Hell of a day, huh?
Steve!
Don't take it too hard, okay? It's not your fault.
Please, Steve! I can't!
It's okay, partner. I already told you, we can't save everyone.
No! You can't! I won't let you!
Take care of her, Ray. You hear me?
Maybe Steve is Chris Redfield and Ray is Leon.
Steve! No!
You know, it's ironic the game has such a strong theme song. It's a homage to Hollywood movies that sounds better than some games that had actual Hollywood composers. It's properly dramatic, but has just the right amount of underlying tragedy. It coming in right with Steve's death is perfect timing. Let's remember him with a loading screen. Okay, not too much remembering, we have rescuing to do. There actually was a typing sound there, but my copy corrupted and it sounded so ungodly, I had to cut it out of the video. Trust me, you're not missing out.
And Erin, now a massive Category 5 hurricane, continues to bear down on the East Coast. All citizens in the area are being evacuated as fast as possible, and most cities...
Yeah, that hurricane's happening in Florida. In 2008, this would be like gathering to watch the news because someone in Portland was charged with possession. We're across the country in Blue Ridge City, a fictional, not LA. Ray has quit the Rescue Heroes, instead working as a paper pusher for crisis management, which makes it odd that he's been summoned by FBI Special Agent Olsen. To make this weirder, in real life, the government Olsen I would know met his demise at the hands of MKUltra. But this isn't supposed to be the same guy, completely different haircut. Also, this conversation has bizarrely long pauses, which I will edit around, but I'll give you a taste of it. Actually, no music either.
He's here.
Hi. Are you Ray? Sorry to get you in here so early in the morning. I'm Special Agent Olsen. Please, have a seat.
What do you need me for, sir?
Impatient, huh? Raymond Bryce.
Okay, you get it. It's mainly a recap of his career and wondering why he left, which we already know. But Olsen does throw in that Ray used to be a Marine and was a decorated veteran of the Gulf War. He's seen some shit, but also knows something about bad weather and disasters, so that makes him a perfect fit for this mission.
Around 6 months ago, a noted seismologist was kidnapped. That's the man in the photo. The results of the investigation indicate that the professor was kidnapped by the remnants of a Marine Special Forces unit that was previously believed wiped out. Their name is Surge.
Surge. Never heard of him.
They're being led by this man, Haynes, a former colonel.
At first glance, the logic seems strange, like if a firefighter was captured, the FBI might not signal out an agent with firefighting experience. But there is more to it. However, why I'm cutting in here is I want you to pay special attention to the audio.
However, there's another reason we specifically asked for you.
You specifically requested me?
The professor's assistant was also kidnapped. She's currently enrolled in West Coast Tech. Her name is Lisa Hewitt.
Ray hasn't been looking out for Lisa, but did you see how that line was inserted after Olsen turned his head? One of Reggie's criticisms was that the voice work was laughable. He had said this when the game was out in Japan for about a month, and in Europe for about a week. It's odd he would say that when trying to sell it, but he's entitled to an opinion there. But guess what? The Japanese version has a different English audio dub. It's the exact same actors, too. Some dialogue was changed to be a little less robotic, deliveries changed here and there, but most of it is so close that it barely matters. The most obvious change is the name of the Marine terrorist group. It's now Surge, where it used to be Storm. I can only guess at the time they did this not to confuse them with terrorist Nazis, like they're the Stormfront group. But I have no idea there. The real mystery is, did Reggie hear the new recording or the old Japanese one? Clearly they already got that feedback internally if they painstakingly recorded the entire game again. And sure, most of it doesn't matter, but there were some improvements. But it would suck to do all that and then hear the president shit-talk the voice acting for the old Japanese version. That would be harsh to say if he knew that Monolith Soft had done all of that, but he might not have. Nintendo's got a lot going on. Anyways, Lieutenant Surge or whoever has Lisa. I swear I'm not editing these pauses. Wait, what? That's the only reason they hired him? Because he knows about earthquakes and then personally knows the other hostage? Oh god, he's not even kitted out for the raid. And they know where Surge is, so is the compass behind this?
I'm going in with your team.
Look, you're only here because of the assistant and to serve as the CMD liaison.
Let someone else handle that. You said it yourself. There's a reason that I was specifically requested. I'm going.
But why? What was the reason? That just circled back on itself.
How do I face meeting her? Well, what do I say?
Oh my god, he doesn't even know her. He didn't listen to Steve at all. The man is showing up to Earthquake Waco looking like Zach Baggins' Ada Gears of War character, and there's no reason for him to be here. They said it was to be a liaison officer, but because of his combat experience, I guess? I might just not know enough about this.
Team, base, do you read? We are meeting heavy resistance. Repeat, heavy resistance.
God damn it, if it gets too hot, fall back. Those are ex-special forces in there. They're not gonna mess around. Any sign of the 2 kidnap victims?
Can't tell. Wait, they're here. I see both of them. But we're pinned down.
God damn it.
What do you think, Steve? Now's the time. This is Ray. I'm going in.
Are you nuts? You're just one man. What can you do?
It seems like Steve wanted him to stand there confused as everyone shoots up the place. If anything, he ends up distracting the SWAT team, which doesn't help as they try to babysit him.
Follow your orders and don't get in over your head.
Hey you! Don't do anything stupid!
I don't know if it's better or worse that Ray mostly goes around smashing boxes and barrels for trinkets. The way he drew that gun, it seemed like he would jump into the firefight, but not yet. We do get an official analysis of the SWAT officer's corpse. Nothing escapes Ray's perceptive gaze.
Shit! Those Surge bastards!
This is also a good time to point out this game has no audio level settings. The music bounces between somber silence to something you would hear in a Starship Troopers commercial. So even when not too much is happening, it still might sound like the fate of the world is in your hands. Who knows? It might be that way. And there it is, our first rescue. Let's do it. There's a lot of screens for this, but don't let that fool you. Alright, Shot man dragged to the wall. He'll wait for help. Aren't we supposed to be the... Oh god, that was awful. I hated that. Since no one else survived, you are free to run around and kick more boxes open, but let's move to the next floor. I just need to recharge my strength.
Delicious. Shit! Pay attention. You might learn something.
Wait, why are we shooting now? Whatever. I won't have much to say on these regular rail shooter fights because they're rail shooter fights. However, one early highlight is to reload, you shake the nunchuck, the second controller. I guess in theory you could mime reloading a gun, but the Wii's motion sensitivity is so famously unreliable. The best move is just violently shaking that hand, which is an awkward move when I'm still feeling out the aim on this thing. You may notice some differences in my aim between the beginning and end of the game, but there's other reasons for that as well. Otherwise, it's shoot down enemies, shoot down projectiles, and sometimes you can pop into cover. It's not a game you play for the rail shooting, but rail shooting is important for progressing inside of it. The Steve button is now a general yell button to look for survivors, which will point the camera over there, but if you don't find any, Ray always seems disappointed.
No one needs rescuing around here.
That's for every door. It's at least nicer outside compared to the indoor slaughter, but shit, new rescue type. Shake the Wiimote to reach out to a person at the right time. Okay. Easy, if you immediately do it. If you miss the initial grab, that animation timing can get tricky. For now, this guy's fine. Let's get Lisa.
Lisa.
Who are you?
Hold it right there! What's your story? You don't look like an SRT man to me.
Ray, could it be?
Never you mind who it is, little darling. Anyone in our way gets eliminated.
I don't know what southern accent that's supposed to be, but stay in LA.
Here it comes!
Impossible! It's too soon!
Attack! Show them what Surge is made of!
Alright, more answers, but more questions. For how very close Steve and Ray were, I guess Ray never went to the funeral. When he kicks down that door, she does not recognize him, and only seems to guess it might be him. Also, I feel even more justified by that Gears of War comment because look how big he is compared to that gun. Gordon here thinks Surge is strong, but holy shit. Either he's Greenpeace Marcus Phoenix from all the box and barrel punching, or Ray has spider fingers from climbing. As for Surge, their specialty is fighting inside disaster zones, but they were wiped out in South America a year ago. It does add more connection to kidnapping a seismologist and his assistant.
Damn it. First Steve, now Lisa. What am I gonna do?
Lisa, do you know him?
It's the first time we met face to face. He's the man who killed my brother.
I'm not sure if she's just bitter about what happened or if Ray really had explaining to do. The earthquake keeps going, to the point that you have to escape the building as it's actively coming down. Which does have the kinds of hazards I would expect, but then some I wouldn't. Fire. Sometimes smashing objects will start a fire. And you might say, oh, only boxes marked danger, right? You might think that looking at the diagram, but no. Any object might catch on fire. It's not always the burger box or melon box. Sometimes it's the hellfire box. Just to add some paranoia. You can't just worry about getting shot by terrorists. At least to keep things fair, their lives also seem to be plagued by randomly exploding objects. But sometimes you can help them explode faster in shoot mode. Still, right as you're getting paranoid about random objects, the whole ceiling comes down. And of course, it comes with the ever-present disaster music. I think at this point my gut accepted the disaster would not slow down, but my brain couldn't quite accept it yet. Like, what do you mean I go from earthquakes to gunfights?
It's him! Fire! Over there!
Shit.
I mean, holy shit. It's like getting in a car crash every 2 minutes, and as you crawl out of the wreckage, you have to fight the GSG-9 every time. Not to mention sometimes the music loops in the middle of a fight, so the action music is building up to the action during the action. It never ends. It's like those sections in the Ring game that kept building the music up to nothing, and this is the spiritual opposite. You're at the crescendo, and it never ends. At least it feels that way, because I did reach the end of this part. You get some achievements and learn about skill progression, but you can't actually do that yet. I'm not sure why it's this way, but it's fine, we'll come back to it. But check it out, I got 2 rescues out of... Oh no. I don't know, Reggie. If you do like the game, I'm seeing a lot of replay value effort here. God, it feels like Ray wants to show me a Tobuscus video.
Damn.
Veteran Wii players knew what was going to go down the second he stepped in that car. But of course, music built up to it. Oh, there it is. We're in the sludge now.
This is an emergency announcement. A large-scale earthquake has just hit the area.
I will say, out of all the games I've played that had Wii motion steering, this one isn't too bad. Really, the only trick is you have to be very sensitive with the steering. If you try to actually turn like you would a car wheel, you're gonna be on a video educating 14-year-olds about driving. Specifically the one where you look like Jello on the pavement. I have tried to hit it hard and you can flip your car over, but they do put you right back where you were, which is generous. It could have been a slog, but it's only a footnote.
Shit! I'll just have to charge through it.
Surge ain't making it through that.
Cannot pursue. Target has entered the city.
Roger. Transmitting target image to all units deployed throughout the city. Terminate target with extreme prejudice on site. Colonel's unit is making its move soon.
All units throughout the city. This is an all-out attack during an earthquake. And meanwhile, the Colonel is really spicing it up. I had sniffed it a little bit in the background until now, but I'm really getting a Metal Gear sense of things. Others might be drawing connections to a very specific movie, and for now I'll say both are correct.
Situation?
It doesn't look like any of the containers are damaged. We can move out, as scheduled.
Start moving then.
Thank God Steve wasn't here to see this.
Guess I'm on foot the rest of the way.
You've properly learned survival, platforming, guns. You're ready to press forward, fight. Ray can sense when people are in trouble. I believe that he can do that. Let's get to work. Injured woman. Let's find the injury. Yeah, sure. We clean injuries like this on my planet too. Actually, when it's revealed, go and wrap it. Rotating the nunchuck stick does feel a bit like wrapping something. Maybe if I was on bath salts. Okay, who else has a boo-boo from this fucking cataclysm? Again, it's convenient Ray just has a sense for when people are in danger. You don't have to go back and find anyone you missed. Oh, okay, he's up there.
Help!
Hang on, little boy. I was selected with dubious circumstances. Why didn't you move at all there? Okay, there. Nope. Oh, registered late. Okay now? Fuck. And there. Okay, got him. Gotta enforce that media blackout. Oh, there's a survivor up there. Another victim for my rescuing. He just wanted one of my first aid kits. You have to keep extra items on you for this kind of thing. Break some receptacles, cities collapsing, surges on the street with guns. Oh, and they brought drones. How much military hardware are they gonna have? Kind of looks like a Death Wish 3 situation. I know some critics point to disaster movies as an American psychological response to 9/11, but I can't recall a mainstream movie that was basically, what if 9/11 happened during a volcano eruption? The fact Surge existed at all and specialized in this is pretty fucked up. It's like Cabela's disaster tourism. Mash A to lift rock off of Old Man. Yeah, that's easy. But just to get you, at the very end, you have to lift both controllers up, or else it resets the entire thing. And sure, what's happening here is absolutely insane, but mechanically, it keeps mixing it up. New ways of rescuing people, new enemies to fight in the rail shooter sections. Say what you want, but this game is committed to keeping you on your toes.
What, the trash can?
Find Eric. He gives you tickets for shooting ranges and special weapons. Alright. Survival-wise, more than anything I'm scouring for food to keep my stamina up. Like I said before, not every trash can has a burger, sometimes it's fire. As for Surge, the ambushes are getting increasingly insane.
Don't leave your post! Copy that.
There are cars and entire buildings falling on top of them, but they want Ray dead so badly. I'm sure they respect the Colonel, but this is really beyond ride or die. This is the first case of ride and die. Go to the downtown LA-San Francisco combo and just shoot everything. The city itself will drop on your head. Don't worry, just keep going. I get it though. With Ray's insight, he could figure out their plan. Really cracking the Da Vinci Code here. Anyways, more rescuing. A woman is trapped at the top of a debris pile. She needs crackers because she didn't have breakfast. Yep, this looks like saltine withdrawal. Find Daddy. Man, I am not a fan of these ones. There are some inconveniences. Surge is still around and has an attack helicopter apparently. I guess that's how more troops are getting in, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, he makes it to the subway. Now's a good time to talk about those upgrades. There is an entire tree of weapons and variants to unlock. Naturally, weapons can specialize in different things, but you can still upgrade them further. This is done with battle points, which you earn by playing in the rail shooting sections, but also by the shooting ranges, which Eric gives you tickets for. To do better in the ranges, you can upgrade the weapons, but to even try a range also costs BP. The obvious choice is to save before you try, and then reload if you fail it. This game actually has some interesting weapons that do use the Wii's motion controls, like a pulse gun that lets you change the direction and orientation of your shots. But with how the enemies actually pop up like groundhogs, you'll never see me use it. They'll often just drop down from the top of the screen in front of you, like their balaclava tulpas the Colonel is summoning just to make your day more unpleasant. And yeah, I've double checked, they just come out of the sky sometimes. Was that a lice check? Your survival points upgrade Ray, more strength for breaking boxes or quicktime events. There's metabolism for bigger food bonuses, you can upgrade your item carrying capacity, but of course firearms will be the most handy. One thing that sticks out is he's listed as the protagonist. Like they might have planned for their characters at one point, but in this, you can only unlock costumes. Beating the game and bosses in certain ways will unlock even more weapons. It's weirdly in-depth for a game like this, but it is very grindy. It still gives bonus goals to work for, and some challenges absolutely need unlocks. Again, this is all on top of all the different mission achievements and challenges. Basically, if this was the one Wii game Grandma got somebody for Christmas and they were stuck with it, they could get a lot of time out of it. You could say I'm being overly generous, but it would have been very easy for the game not to have these things. Just seeing QuickTime events affected by stats is something I don't see that often now. Even when it's annoying to play, like twisting your wrist to open a door or whatever, I still respect just how hard they went down into Wii controls for this. And they're not just gimmicks in a vacuum, but affected by actual honest-to-God stats. Like here, upgrading throwing junk increases the kinds of items you throw. What a cool little touch. I don't know what to think because on one hand, the game is kind of a nightmare, but on the other, the word underrated keeps coming to mind. Not in a heartwarming way, more of a nauseous way. But for anyone who likes motion control games or Wii gimmick games, it would feel crazy not to check this out. Anyways, getting back on track, you escape the subway and meet the mayor.
I gotta get out of here!
Mayor, it's not safe anymore. We've got to get out of here.
What good is a mayor who would abandon an injured citizen? At times like this, we have to help each other.
But sir...
It was very kind of Japan to show an LA mayor actually staying in the city during a fire. The rest is just extra, really.
Let me help.
You sure?
I'm from crisis management. It's my job.
Then help me, please.
Oh, that's right. Timed QuickTime events with the mayor.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
Count to 3. And we'll... You're safe now. Just relax. Could you please take him to West Park for me?
No, I'm really sorry, but I can't. I'm after an armed group. For some reason, they're deploying troops into the city. This man will be in danger if he stays with me.
An armed group? I thought it was the military showing up for disaster relief.
No. It's a harrowing level of destruction, but for some reason, I'm not that bothered by it. Even the fire department is asking Ray for help, so it's really time to get out. But as usual, it can't just be the natural disaster.
Shit, here comes trouble. He's hiding!
My brain can barely comprehend this fight. The Humvees are moving like they're living creatures.
Guns aboard! Fire away! He's all alone! Run him over!
I've played this fight a few times now on different playthroughs, and it never stops shocking me. Do the Humvees have deranged machine spirits? Like, what's happening? They keep charging your position, right? And they fire guns at you, but they fire guns at everything. But sometimes they lunge onto your cover like a tiger pouncing in for the kill. Then they'll retreat back, spin around, jump on other stuff. Let's do donuts and fire in every direction. It's like they took the brain out of Cabela's water buffalo and put them inside these cars. I don't know. If you shoot the gunner enough times, the cars explode.
Got one down! Damn it! There's fire everywhere! Gotta get out of here fast! Shit! I can't go outside like this. I need some sort of protection. The car might just work. That damn key. Here it is! Hopefully this'll work. Shit! It's not working. This isn't good. Gotta think quick or I'll get charred. Please start. Come on!
Again, I can't help but respect they're doing this bit.
God damn it! Move! You piece of shit! Huh. It actually works. Now that's what I'm talking about.
What the fuck?
No, the fire is here too? There's no other way. Just have to keep going. Doesn't look like anybody's here.
There's some rescuing to do here, but all pales to the scene. Things seem bad, but not horrible, until one man notices.
Oh no.
Dead end.
What do we do now?
Holy shit, look at that!
Was it there the whole time? Well, is it like an axe murderer? It's perfect. The timing, everything. The scene is perfect. It's throwing cars like confetti. Ray has to go and rally the people to push the debris or whatever, but there's no topping that. Purely historically, holy shit, look at that, may have been where the Wii peaked.
We have contact with them. Are you ready for this, Mr. President?
Patch it through.
This is Haynes, commander of the Surge Special Forces Unit. Have you confirmed our acquisition of the nuclear warheads?
Yes, it's confirmed.
Then I'll give you our demands. First, you will prepare to deliver $200 million.
$200 million?
Half of that will be given to the families of dead Surge members as reparations, while the remaining half will be sent to us by a soon-to-be designated method. Second, the honor of those of us who were branded as traitors will be restored by allowing the public access to classified files and exposing the truth.
Okay, now's the time to mention it. The other Type Out location movie. Not a Roland Emmerich one, a Michael Bay one. It's The Rock, where a rogue military leader takes over an area, grabs weapons of mass destruction, and ransoms the government for reparations for the families of his dead soldiers. Due to their secret ops, they were never officially recognized. It's a very entertaining movie, and you do understand his situation. It's a little more messy here. They're not occupying an island, they're attacking a city during an earthquake, firestorm combo. But if you have seen The Rock, you've seen a good amount of this game too. I won't point out every scene it lifts because that would get tiring.
Does anyone have any idea how we deal with this?
Still, how do they make Colonel Haynes morally ambiguous in this? They try to give an excuse, and it's amazing.
This is going to be a very long day.
One hell of a day, you could say.
You're insane! Threatening the government? Demanding money? If we'd sent out a warning, we could have saved so many lives!
True. It was thanks to you that we were able to have advance warning of a major earthquake. However, you didn't predict it would happen today, did you? At the very least, you predicted we'd have a bit more time.
Even so, we could have at least warned those people.
Could we? If we had announced it, and the quake hadn't occurred, we'd have created a full-scale panic that likely would have cost millions in economic and infrastructural damage.
If we warned them, there might have been a panic, or something might have broken. We think it was moral not to warn about the earthquake.
Would that have been a better course of action?
Without a doubt.
Give me courage, partner. It's Surge! It has to be! I'm not gonna let them get away.
Alright, another driving oh my god. Huh. The League of Economic Concern is randomly throwing grenades on a bridge. I'm getting some doubts about their intentions. What I would give for just a few more music tracks. They never get tired of it.
Evans here. The tsunami is approaching your location. Deal with the hostiles quickly, and don't you dare lose that warhead.
Roger.
A tsunami is approaching. Just let them nuke the place at this point. I think we're actually beyond a nuke being that disruptive.
Oh, I thought you were after the nukes. Whew. But you want the girl?
Nukes?
Now, don't you worry, boy. She's with the Colonel in a nice, safe place. And we got no intention of harming her. So use your head, kid. Just go back where you came from. We won't have to put any holes in you.
Sorry, but I just can't do that. I made a promise.
If it weren't for the accent, I might have forgotten Gordon. They're like the Cobra unit or Dead Cell, except instead of mysterious superpowers, they come with mysterious regional accents. I will say, the actual blocking and layout of this fight is pretty cool. Fighting a rogue military unit on a bridge before a wave hits is an inspired idea, especially when Gordon is really hamming it up.
See that? 5 minutes, kid. 5 minutes till that tsunami hits here. We got that long to settle this.
Just for the record on that, this game came out a year before Resident Evil 5. With all the homages and homages the game makes, it's easy to think it's lifting all the time.
Where's Lisa? What are you people after?
Well, well, well. Pretty good, ain't you?
Okay, now they are playing mind games.
There ain't that many veterans left in the unit. Most are money-grubbing mercenaries now.
God damn it, tell me where she is!
You think I'm gonna beg for my life with you, boy?
Damn it.
Please, just do what you're gonna do and be done with it.
A nuclear warhead. Shit, won't budge. What's that? It must be the detonator.
Like I said, even if he fails, will it be that much worse? I guess there is radiation, but I'm not sure what might survive on the West Coast at this point.
Pay them back for what they did to us, Colonel! Hoorah!
For a brief moment, I thought we might just hear the waves roll over the bridge and quietly engulf the city. It could have been a more haunting moment, but now we get this car set piece, it just has the music. This is one of those modes where you have to dodge objects right before they appear, and it does get tricky. It's mainly one particular jump, but it seems like some objects have more warning than others. Still, it's a great looking set piece. And some objects aren't marked at all. Escaping the tsunami, as Gordon put it, gives you a lot of backtracking, but the game is still throwing out new mechanics. Push the Wiimote down to simulate CPR. This is one I've found to be especially iffy on for detection. Ray can carry children now. There's a fire extinguisher section. This one's more active than the fire extinguishing earlier. You now rescue animals. Disaster sprinting now has a speed boost meter. It's like the exploding boxes. Even when you think you might have a mechanic figured out, they might just add more onto it. But they also keep throwing in new ones, like the helicopter pilot from the Weather Channel gang, coming to offer a ride in exchange for the detonator. You've shot at copters before rail shooting. That's not what this is.
Ready to command, in pursuit of the man with the football.
Not the entire time anyways, but for a generation plagued by helicopter boss fights, this one does stand out as unique with the perspective shifts and multiple kinds of attacks. It's a lot like the Humvees, where they took what could have been a generic military vehicle fight and made it into something more memorable. Yeah, it's bizarre and stupid looking, but I'll always take that over feeling nothing. Is that a Jollibee up there? Huh.
No way!
Oh yeah, the tsunami. It's finally caught up with us. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore.
What the hell?
I didn't expect second tsunami. I don't know why they called this Disaster Day of Crisis. They could just call it Disasters. If you play this in one sitting, it is less like a game and more like an ongoing incident. I mean, this is the second giant wave and the level is flooded, but this level doesn't count as a flood. There's no title card that says flood. Alright, looks like this woman's boyfriend was swept downstream. Now stamina is affected by cold and there's a balancing mechanic. With the music more subdued, the Tsunami Surge is one of the most peaceful levels in a while. Ah, it's fine. We get to the woman's boyfriend and... oh god. Lady, this is a whole ass child. I can't be rescue party to this, you're ruining Halloween. I've increased my maximum life, but hopefully there'll be a life sentence here. Oh, thank god, he's farther down there. I don't even mind having to backtrack up and it's suddenly being timed now, but I think the game should not scare me like that. There's just too much happening here already, I can't take surprises like that. Anyways, there's a new rubber ring rescue mechanic, and this is the only time it's used in the game. Disaster Day of Crisis makes me want to up my insurance and check my water main. The game's not over, but Ray is contending for one of the most interesting days in the world.
Damn, my helicopter. That was a monster tsunami. No avoiding it. Not even with all my experience as a pilot.
The pilot survived? Does this still count as a phase in the helicopter boss fight? These are technically forms. The guy is named Gregory. Gregory shouldn't have forms.
Hey! Know what this is?
What?
Now pay attention carefully. This is the bomb. This is the detonator. With a simple push of the button, boom! If you shoot me, boom! We go sky high. So come on, pal! Shoot me!
You just shoot objects so he gets own zoned by debris. Sending a car door flying into him won't bother him like a bullet does. The Gregory lore entry is longer than the President's. I don't know if that means something.
Oh man. I really thought I bit the bullet this time.
This is the first real downtime area since the entire game, actually. It's a survivor rendezvous point with only a few people at the Grim Reaper's door. Ray can walk around and mingle a bit, and eat rations intended for injured children. Ray might need the energy more. Also, the mayor's alive. That's cool. Another great touch is some people you rescued are actually here. It gives those moments a little more consequence. Once again, the game is not lacking when it comes to ambition. What easily could have been a collection of side mini-games, which most people would think they were to that point, does have some story consequence, even if it is minor. I think taking all these supplies does cost something, even if it's just an achievement. As for Ray, he calls the Colonel to negotiate, and I'm gonna abridge this because, well...
Who is this?
I've neutralized your ground unit and secured possession of the warhead's detonator.
Even the phone calls have to be so action-packed. Besides, it's basically him making a deal to trade the detonator for the hostages. I'm also going to be shortening some other areas of the game soon, but with very good reason. Meanwhile, the President deployed the Navy for rescue operations, but understandably, it's not going exceptionally. The ongoing conditions are keeping it tricky.
Mr. President, more bad news. Are you ready for this, sir?
What now?
A report from a geological survey station.
They say Mount Rosalia is showing signs of a major volcanic eruption.
Yeah, me too. What the hell, man?
Up ahead is the Surge hideout. Am I gonna save Lisa? Or will she just be another casualty of my incompetence? She must hate me for letting her brother die, and rightfully so. I could see it on her face, even from across the room.
There has been so little downtime. Ray is reflecting on the first level. Leaving an evac center for an unstable volcano is this game's moment of peace. It almost feels like the story is just starting, but I know that's not true.
You brought the detonator?
I've hidden it. Where's Lisa?
Inside.
Bring her here. As soon as I verify she's unharmed, I'll hand over the detonator.
Very well. But first, indulge me with a question. Who are you?
My name's Ray. I work for the Blue Ridge City Crisis Management Division.
And that's why you're after us?
No, I've got my own reason. Hey, kill me and you won't get the detonator.
Easy, son. You act as if we have only one. The detonator you're carrying is for the one that sank out at sea. It's no use to us now. I never intended to make a deal with you. The only reason I called you here was to eliminate an obstacle to my troops' activities.
I guess I fell for it, didn't I?
I see. Ray was disrupting their strategy of random chaos. Or else Surge would have just concentrated around the nukes and maybe at this hideout. With everything going on, they didn't need to distract anybody.
Reminds me of Mount Aguilas. It's not something I like seeing.
I remember that. And I have no desire to see it again either.
Ah, when Surge was wiped out a year ago in South America, it was at the same volcano.
Screw this, just shoot him!
I'm more shocked they didn't play the action track, but don't worry, it comes up. What's odd about this part is you think a volcanic eruption would get really crazy, but it's mainly rail shooting. Yeah, there's a volcanic eruption happening outside, but most of this is shooting through a power plant. Still, to keep things confusing, Ray will rescue a Surge member. You can rescue the terrorists now? Did anyone ever say if you rescue your enemies, they win? I think my brain is deflating.
Lisa! Colonel, leave this to me.
Ray! Leave me alone! Don't be stupid!
Sorry, but I promised.
I'm Major Evans, Surge's second in command. Come out from there, Ray.
This unexpected eruption is forcing us to abandon this position. That unfortunate event and your meddling have ruined a very carefully laid out plan. Care to tell me why?
It doesn't matter. Now stand aside!
Look, Ray, you really have no idea why we're doing all this. Do you really think we orchestrated a complex operation like this because we want money? We're not the bad guys here.
I don't care what you're after. I just want the girl!
With his strange delivery and cryptic smiles, you might be wondering what Dante's talking about. I'm gonna say don't think too hard about any of this, because it doesn't matter. Actually, that goes for the whole game, really. But especially here with all of his master plan stuff.
It doesn't look like the eruption's gonna stop anytime soon, Ray. Seems like disasters to follow us.
Evans is sounding a little too excited about the weather. In my experience, not always, but often enough, knowing too much specifically about the weather, or blaming weather for things it doesn't do, is a bad sign.
Damn it! Guess this match is a draw, Ray. No problem. It bought us enough time. Can't wait to do it again. Wait! Hey, in case you're wondering, we're headed for Bainesville next. I look forward to seeing you there, Ray. What's he playing at?
Evans has a weird habit of telling Ray where Surge is going. Sure. Beyond it being filled with lava, the escape sequence is another new idea. They shoot at you, but you can't shoot back and can only dodge or run around them. For doing this, the volcano god rewards you with favor, but he's not always on your side.
No, it's blocked ahead. Turn left!
Are predicting that this eruption could cause a volcanic winter, causing temperatures all across the northern hemisphere to plunge. This effect could be felt for years, with food production being hit.
Apparently, the pyroclastic blast reached the west coast and destroyed all the Navy ships we had standing by for relief efforts.
It can't be. Earthquake? Tsunami? Volcanic eruption? Damn nuclear threat is practically secondary at this point.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
No. This country's resources are already strained. If a city is attacked with a nuclear weapon, the chaos would be more than this government can control. Worst case scenario, I believe we're actually witnessing the utter destruction of our country.
Somebody do something!
Since they're adding in more character drama, I guess it's fair to address that. There is some good intention to using the volcano here. A volcano is where Ray lost Steve, it's where the Colonel lost Surge, so like they hint at in the conversation, it reminds them of their biggest failures. The main difference is Ray blames himself and the Colonel blames the government, but we don't have all the details of his story yet. In a simpler game, or at least a shorter one, the slopes or even the mouth of the volcano might make sense for the final climax. Steve's final wish was for Ray to look after his sister before he died in a volcano, so he could directly save her from a different volcano. Which would be over the top and ridiculous, but that's where we're living. However, since it was non-stop insane action to this point, to where the main characters barely interacted, we're instead using the new volcano to begin Ray's psychological torture, complete with Steve nightmare flashbacks.
No!
The game has moved at breakneck speed, non-stop action sequences, gunfights, car chases, everything. Which makes this next section feel weird and off, which is an accomplishment to say inside of a game like this.
This shelter ought to work. I doubt the flow will make it here. Don't tell me. They're on fire! Looks like I avoided a direct hit. I've had close calls, but never this close.
Ray is lost wandering through a volcanic storm. There's no one to rescue here. You're out in the middle of nowhere. All the action sequences are just to save yourself from falling down into the ravine or choking on ash.
Am I gonna die now? I lay you down, Steve.
It's like he left the rescue team to not emotionally deal with it, and now it's all hitting now. He's constantly muttering about Steve, blaming himself, and really thinking about what happened. With the hellish visuals, for a little bit, it seems like they genuinely might try to imply he died in the car crash and is in hell. Or maybe he'll be a Marcus Phoenix rising from the ashes. It does look like a very Mountain Dew brand of hell. That does seem fitting for Ray. Maybe there are tech deck boards that bite your ankles or something. An intact house in this climate doesn't seem like a good sign of him being alive. But I know he is. Oh my god.
He doesn't look too friendly, though given the circumstances.
That bear will haunt... Oh right, Iris. This is Iris. This whole part feels extremely tacked on, where she asks about his backstory, he says he's a rescuer who quit, and her whole point as a character seems to be convincing Ray to rescue people again. He can't save everyone, but he can try.
I wonder if my mom and dad are alright.
It's okay. I'm sure you'll see them again. I was on a rescue team up until a little while ago.
That's cool.
No, it really wasn't cool at all. At least that's how I see it now.
Okay, I know the problem's obvious, but we can't be doing this now, guys. We can't just undo the entire game we've played. Ray seems outright angry when no one is in danger. It's fine to help the child escape the volcano, but let's not pretend this is a big redemption moment. Ray has been hauling ass all day. Being charitable, you could argue this is his first escorted rescue, where he actually removes them from the danger area and doesn't leave them to be eaten by bears or shot or whatever else. But I know this game, and I'm not buying that from it.
Ray, we're up so high. Are you sure it's okay?
Yeah, don't worry.
Please be careful, Ray.
Our base was swallowed by lava. That amateur kills dozens of our guys, and I have a feeling the whole plan's been shot to hell. We are gonna get paid, right?
Shut up, you lunatic.
Is that your legendary Surge pride showing? Come on, Colonel! We only signed on with you guys for the money. If we don't get the money, where do you think that leaves us, sir?
You stupid! The eruption will have thrown the government into more chaos than it can handle. They'll need to settle our demands at once. We still have the advantage. Am I wrong?
No. Sir.
Why'd they drop out the music there? You escort Iris through the ashy hills, giving a bit of Dante's Peak, just without the granny torture. You can hide under special trees to breathe, and honestly, it's a slog. A long, slow, black lung-inducing escort quest. It's like a spiritual successor to Emma Emmerich. Come on, cheer up, Iris. Look, Ray found dinner.
Iris? Iris, where are you? Where is she?
The bear can throw trees at you, and you have to shoot them down. Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep tripping into bear fights? Whoa.
Ray!
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
That's good. It should be an easy walkout from here. Just let her die. God wants her to die.
You saved me.
I did, didn't I? I guess I can save some people after all.
Get me off this mountain.
Look, Iris, I can use my satellite phone now.
So, you pursued and fought them on your own.
I swear I didn't cut much out. He's just on the plane now. But after all of that, we finally get the Surge backstory. The real one.
They were apparently in a South American country to train anti-government guerrillas, and together, they were heroes who fought against tyranny. Then one day, the US started supporting that country's government, and the order came down to wipe out the guerrillas. The Surge team disobeyed the order, and soon the local government and US forces surrounded them. As the troops closed in, a nearby volcano erupted, and the entire unit was believed to be wiped out, along with the guerrillas.
We already knew it was revenge on the government for something, so this makes it more clear. But even though they were betrayed by the government, many members admit that they're mostly mercenaries now. Olsen says right here it doesn't matter much, and he's right. They're dropping Ray down in Florida, where the other Surge base is. But remember, they hired him as some kind of liaison, and now he's just their James Bond. Also, they're flying through the same hurricane mentioned way back in the beginning.
Sorry, but we're gonna have to turn back. Maybe we can try something if we get to a lower altitude.
Damn it! All this way just to turn back?
Hey! What are you?
Going skydiving.
Are you nuts?
Now that Ray is redeemed by saving Iris, the Florida arc is what I'd call tying up loose ends. First of all, they're calling this area the flood disaster. There were 2 tsunamis, but they didn't make a proper flood. Also, like the power plant, This is an extremely combat-heavy chapter, and at this point, the game seems to have run out of surprises for these beyond fighting in a weird location. Rescuing also feels more off than usual, like breaking into a couple's apartment and telling them it's not safe and they have to evacuate. But when Ray finds a child shivering on a dumpster, he just brings her to the nearest building. The rescues have always been a kind of spectrum of completion. The flood zone is really a rough one. Also, for whatever reason, more boxes explode here than ever, and the rain and water will not put the fire out. It's so jarring that I don't instinctively shake the controllers like I used to. My brain sees that much water and can't accept the fire isn't going out. And you can't even say maybe it's an oil fire, because they have special effects just for oil fires. It's not a very long section, but it doesn't line up mechanically the most of anything else in the game, which realistically doesn't and shouldn't matter that much, but it feels like seeing some of the last threads of grounding being cut. Like it's actively threatening the player that this is all pretend. We can make you catch on fire in the water. You think anyone who got this far in the game is going to complain about that? Well, I'm here, and I don't like it. The seismologist helps Lisa escape and is killed for his efforts. I'm honestly surprised they kept him around that long, or both of them even. For one, they had tons of other hostage opportunities, and that's assuming a hostage means anything in this world anymore. Who's not always in danger of dying? But I thought it might turn out he knew about an earthquake device or something and Surge had stolen it. Nope, he fulfilled his purpose by the first earthquake in the game. Keeping Lisa is a way for Evans to fuck with Ray, but that's about it. I think the media would be long past worrying about any hostage death. To top it off, she is immediately recaptured. It feels like they could have killed him off at any time. The Florida locals are surprised they're hearing gunfire. This feels like a bizarro world. The Colonel's troops are yelling at him to nuke the hurricane zone. Evans says it's evacuated, so not that many people will die. And this convinces the Colonel to prepare the nuclear weapons. It feels like everything's crashing together at once. Every so often playing this, I'll just start laughing, but not because it's really funny. It's like my brain can't handle it. That dog doesn't sound like that. You can't trick me. You do fight this guy, but honestly, I forgot his name, like Boars or Boers or something. He mainly does Victoria's Secret poses on top of Humvees. Super well animated at least.
Damn it. Hold it right there. Put your hands above your head. Hands above your head.
My instinct is to say I can't believe what happens in this scene, but I've played newer games where similar things have happened fairly recently, so make of this what you will.
Look over there, Colonel. You see those kids on the roof? They are going to die unless you do something. You have a helicopter, right? If you order your men to do it, you can save those kids.
Let me shut them up for good, Colonel.
Colonel, please!
Colonel!
Colonel! I was told the soldiers of Surge are the proudest there are. What a bunch of crap. Do you have a shred of pride left, or are you lowlifes just shaking down the government for money? Is this really how you want to be remembered?
What the hell do you know? My men who died were all fine, proud soldiers. The homeland we fought for turned on us, and good men died in a filthy betrayal your government engineered. We watched our comrades burn to death in a sea of fire, and we swore our revenge. Mark my words, nothing will sway us from that oath. Do not dare insult them.
Then please, do the right thing. You're the only one who can save those kids. Colonel.
Send out the helicopter and save those children.
You son of a... What the hell's wrong with you?
Major, you have your orders.
Affirmative, sir.
Stand down, soldier. Stand down.
Yeah, we'll save those kids, but lock up Ray first. Ready to fire the nuclear weapon, sir?
Push the button now, sir. If you won't push it, then I will.
The mission is over.
What? Colonel.
You bastard! All of this work and nothing to show for it? I'm not some damn volunteer, you know!
I want my
fucking money!
This mission was based on the threat of force. I'm not about to kill 80,000 innocent people. Do you think I'm out of my fucking mind? We bluffed. They called it. The mission's over.
It was a bluff and they called it. The mission is aborted.
Son of a bitch! Oh! I'll kill you!
Colonel?
What do you think you're doing?
Colonel, it can't end here. It's not over, even if you have to die.
What do you want? The money?
This is what I want, Colonel. This rush! Living on the edge!
Remember when I said not to read too deep into an intricate motivation? There was no conspiracy or complicated web of reasons. Evan's reason for doing this and helping the Colonel is he fucking loves storms. He takes over Surge and tells them to go nuts right as you free Lisa. Wait, no, she's captured again.
Lisa! Hey, Ray! The Colonel's dead.
What? Yeah, I plugged him. But you ought to hang out with us a little longer. We're headed to Port Alex next. It wouldn't be the same without you. See you there!
Port Alex is, it is a landing hurricane, which is cool, but we are deep into the gun game. Story-wise, the entire area is just Evans baiting Ray. When you get close to him, he just takes off to the next area, so ironically, you are treading water a bit. Though compared to Bainesville, Florida, there are some new sections. There's what I can only call a cover shooting section versus the wind, where you have to crouch behind cars, or the wind sends you down the street. It's not a funny ragdoll way either, Ray just kind of trips around. The real wind comedy gold is crossing the overpass. It's like a bunch of people off-screen are just throwing random shit at Ray. Every so often something explodes, but it's not always a car. But it's mostly cars. There's now dual CPR, and behold, the very first man to not need rescuing, he's just chilling. It's an unusual spot, but it's his choice. Never mind, he didn't last long. Between that, it's fighting a lot of Surge, and Evans is just reveling in it.
I knew you'd make it, Ray! Where's Lisa?
Right here. Okay, now tell him. Forget about me and save yourself. You're the heroine, right? That's your line.
Ray! Kill these jerks and save me!
For the first time in the entire game, Olsen actually sends you backup. You know, trained soldiers for a combat situation. What sucks is they only help for one firefight, and I barely feel their presence. By this point, with upgrades and built-up skill, you are just mulching through these guys. The final nuke is aboard a ferry, which departs right as you arrive. Evans is fully unmasked at this point. At first, it seems like the dialogue is retreading, but Ray never saw the I love disasters reveal.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, I'll tell you. If, you can beat me.
Again, with those upgrades, this is cake. After fighting the planet, one man can only be so much of a threat.
Hey, Ray! This is what we gotta do for a tough man like you! What? This is an experimental toy from the Marines' arsenal. This ferry provides transportation for our nuclear warheads. It's our lifeline, so to speak. Have to be prepared in case of emergency. Don't you agree? You gotta be kidding me. Well, the wind has picked up and it's gotten even stronger. Fun, fun, fun!
We made it. There's an actual Metal Gear fight. It's funny. At every moment, I had no clue where the game was going, but now that I'm here, it feels like it couldn't have ended any other way.
Shit! The armor's too damn strong.
It's a combination of dodging, aiming at weak points, waggling the remote. Basically a combination of everything you've learned so far. It has a decent moveset as well, and as its health goes down, the fight will change up. It's just wild to me the player knows why Evans is doing this, but Ray as a character desperately wants to know why this is happening. Evans is simple. There is nothing more to it than, this is awesome. If anything, a mech is perfect for his character, way more than the Colonel. Big robots are awesome. I like awesome things. I'm gonna beat you up in the big robot.
kid when a storm would come? I did, but I was excited even more. When this mission started, I felt like I did when I was a kid. Earthquakes, tsunamis, eruptions, floods, and now a hurricane?
And all this was your idea of a good time?
Yeah, I didn't really care about the mission. I just wanted the fun to last. I don't want it to end yet!
You sick bastard!
Say whatever you want. Helpless humans can do nothing before this natural violence except acknowledge it. If you fear it, then show it respect. Because every disaster is like a gift from God!
For all you've gone through, it is great they don't skimp on the final boss. You had to work to get Evans, so it's only fair you kick his ass in a few different ways. The camera keeps shifting between different angles, and the fight feels very dynamic. In a lot of other games, it would be lame to have QTE or motion sections for a final boss, but that's been the whole game, so it doesn't really stick out at all. Your biggest challenge at this point is the Wii motion detection. Shaking it to the side seems to be the biggest time things might not register. But you won't instantly lose the fight from one missed dodge, so it's fine.
Time for this plutonium-packed firecracker to go off, Ray!
No, don't!
We'll watch the greatest show on Earth. Together. From front row center. Colonel?
Over your dead body.
How the hell is that? It doesn't matter. What's wild is you're still not done. You need to go find the nuclear weapon and disarm it while the ferry is sinking. This kind of pacing works a lot better in an actual movie because after that boss fight, it doesn't feel great. The extended boss fight was just such a high point that doing this afterwards doesn't feel great in comparison. It feels like a leftover movie thing they had to throw in there.
Hurry and get in.
What about you?
I'll board it as soon as I set the switch. Now go!
Hurry up, Colonel! Come on!
We're nearly out of the storm zone. Make sure you don't get swallowed by the waves after making it this far.
Colonel!
I'm sorry.
I still don't know how he got here. It's definitely something The Rock pulled off better, but Ray gets his ending too. Passing the compass to Lisa, which has brought him nothing but good luck so far.
You should know. Steve gave his life to save mine. After the accident, I didn't have the courage to face you. I was afraid you'd hate me, would blame me for his death.
She absolutely did.
I'm so sorry. I know it's been hard for you. I'm sorry I haven't been there for you.
No more apologies, Ray. You saved me. You risked your life to fight for me. That's more than enough.
Hey! No!
He survived! Damn, this guy is unstoppable!
That was one hell of a day. Still, it wasn't all bad.
It was pretty fucking bad, man. But wait, there's even more post-credits. The mayor and the president will work together to rebuild the city. Iris finds her parents, and Ray and Lisa visit Steve's grave together. Normally, this would be it. My body is screaming for this to be it. But if you beat the game rescuing enough people, with a high enough rank, you get the true ending. This is still incomplete. If I read it written down, I would not believe it.
Yes,
This report is excellent. Well done. Excellent work, everyone. You should be very proud of yourselves. This situation was very trying for all of us, but together, we got through it.
Mr. President.
What is it?
Are you ready for this, sir? NASA just sent this over. This photo shows a newly discovered asteroid, sir.
Stop it! Stop having disasters!
Asteroid? According to our scientists' calculations, there's a very high probability that this asteroid will strike the Earth.
Then...
it threatens to destroy all mankind, sir.
Send Ray to space. Oh my god, they actually do. And the health is absurd. The only way to have a chance is to unlock the most powerful weapons and grind them up to the max level. If you do that and beat the asteroid, the pre-render cutscene that plays before the game will change.
Just in case.
This is really turning out to be one hell of a day.
A former Marine Special Forces unit stole a nuclear weapon. Their name is Surge. They kidnapped her. We need your help. They kidnapped. We need your nuclear weapon. Nuclear weapon.
I told you, we can't save...
No, Punk Duck made that. He showed me this game years ago. Beating the asteroid just gives a score screen. So in short, the game is a nightmare I cannot wake from, but uses the Wii as a console extremely well, has good things going for it, but the action levels are so high, it makes my head feel weird. Or that could have been from something I saw earlier tonight. In any case, stay safe, happy Halloween, buy a first aid kit. You never know when a combined back-to-back disaster could happen. Maybe we'll see one in the new year. Thoughts on the new Halo remake? Well, MCC is in a much better spot for that game than it was a few years ago. It seems weird, but it also means I don't know how many times a game can be remade now. There's the Skyrim joke, but genuinely, how many times can you now repackage and resell something? Even if it's good, I really don't want the same hits again and again every few years. What folklore monster has untapped story potential? We could use a really good Mothman detective game, or maybe a good Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster horror game. Cryptids in general don't have many great games, and for aliens, they're rarely greys. There have been good games with greys, but I'd like more. What's my favorite grimdark setting outside of Warhammer? As for a human-centered one, Prophet is pretty bleak, but Prophet is great. It's technically a comic continuation, and you don't have to have read the previous ones from where the change happens, but if you like something like Conan or truly alien settings, that's a good one for you. I think the comic Humanity Lost was partially inspired by it, and if you know that, that says everything.